guys, what's up? It's me, Rachel. So today's video I kind of want to do a little something different, kind of for you to get to know me, kind of a little aspect of my life when I first came into this world. And I know they kind of call these story time on YouTube, so I guess I'm going to call this a story time. Basically just going to tell you a little bit about my life so you guys can get to know me and decide if you want to follow my journey and my life and all of that, and maybe we have something in common. If we do, be sure and comment below because I would love more than anything to talk to you guys. So okay, so I was born in 1990 and I was born with something called hydrops fetalis. I specifically had the non-immune hydrops version of it, which is the more common one. And basically what hydrops fetalis is when the infant has obtained a lot of fluid and cannot get rid of it. So the problem is with hydrops fetalis is that the prognosis is not very good at all. More than likely the infant is either going to die before birth or they're going to die afterwards. So I was born with hydrops fetalis. I had a lot of swelling. I also had jaundice, which basically gave me like a really pretty tan, but it wasn't good because it means that my liver and spleen were also enlarged, so I was having problems there. And on top of that, I also had other complications as well. I was also a preemie. I was like 5 pounds, and so they had to keep me in the NICU for over a month. I was supposed to be born in the middle of June. I was born at the beginning of May. And what is crazy about that is that, so my mom and dad lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and where I was born at was, I had to be emergency, or you know, everything happened down there was St. Louis, so that's like a 4-hour drive. So I was not supposed to be born down there, but again, I decided to come early, more than likely because of my complications. So basically my mom was going to be a stay-at-home mom, thankfully, so she was able to stay there with me for a month. But my dad, of course, had to come back and work because him and my family own a business, and so he had to come down every weekend. So it was very hard on them. Of course, I was their first child, you know, and not knowing if their child was going to survive. And actually, my mom, excuse me, you're going to see my dog. There's Michael. Hi. My mom and dad were Catholics, so they had me baptized at 3 days old because they didn't think that I was going to survive. So my mom always used to call me when she was alive, she always used to call me her miracle baby. And now, being pregnant with my own and researching I always kind of had known about it, but I didn't really know until I started researching hydrops fetalis more, and I realized how much of a miracle I really am and how I really am not supposed to be here. I mean, the amount of complications that can cause, even if you do survive, brain damage and so many other problems, I am just so thankful to be here, to be functioning, and to be carrying my own child. I mean, it's just amazing. So I kind of wanted to show you guys, this was me in the NICU. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. Let's see, let's turn down the brightness just a little bit so you guys can see. So that's me. As you guys can see, I was extremely swollen. This was me in the NICU, and again, I had that kind of tan color, but it was from the jaundice. And this is little me as well. And then let's see, and then there was my mom holding me. As you guys can see, I had, you know, the tan, beautiful tan skin, but again, it was not wanted. So, and then that is me when I finally got to come home. As you can see, my color kind of went back to normal and I didn't have such the tan look anymore. But yeah, so anyway, so hydrops fetalis, it's more common than I thought. And actually when my last one or my one time before, I actually asked my doctor, I said, hey, you know, this is what I had at birth. Is there any way that this can affect my baby? And she said no. Basically, it's not genetic. It's basically complications that happened between me and my mom during my birth. So my baby is not at risk. Thankfully, I'm so happy for that because it definitely, I know, took a toll on my mom and dad. It was a lot of time spent in the hospital, especially 4 hours away, and just a lot of stress. And again, I am just so happy to be here. I mean, it's just crazy to think that I'm not even supposed to really be here. I mean, like I said, the hydrops fetalis babies, they don't survive. More like, I think like the survival rate or the death rate, I think on it was like 80-90%. So like, I am really not supposed to be here. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if there's any other people or that had that when they were born. I don't know. I've tried to look and I've tried to find like maybe groups of people or somebody that had that. Of course, I know I'm healthy, and I know I mean, I have little things like I have, you know, really bad vision. Like if I don't have contacts on or glasses, like I can't see, and I did have to start wearing glasses at like 2nd grade. But I mean, that's not horrible. And another thing actually that had happened to me when I was born, and this didn't have anything to do with being alive, but it was definitely another a complication that I had that was difficult for my parents, because it was more money spent, more time. So around 1 year of age, I had not started crawling, not started trying to walk, just was not progressing like I was supposed to be. So my mom took me into the doctor, and basically they found out that I had bilateral hip dysplasia, which basically means is that my hips were not fused in the socket. So basically, this is the socket. It's supposed to be around the hip joint like this. Mine was like this, and it was moving around. So therefore, I could not progress and start crawling and walking like I was supposed to. So I had to wear what's called a Pavlik harness. Basically, it kept my legs, my hips in place while the bone finally fused around it. So that was another thing that I had. I don't know if it was directly related to the complications I had at birth. It possibly could be, but that was something else that I had. Again, not directly related to me being alive, but it still was a complication and something. And I still do have hip problems from time to time. Having those problems, being 27, I can sometimes feel my hips kind of giving out a little bit. So thank you guys so much for listening to this. Again, I kind of just wanted to share. Hi, Michael. I kind of wanted to share with you guys just a little bit into my life when I was here, and why I'm so thankful to be alive, so thankful to be carrying my first child. If there's any other hydrops fetalis babies out there, please comment below if you know of anyone that had to deal with that and lost a baby if the child was born and did not survive it. Please comment below. I send you my sincere condolences. I know it definitely caused my parents a lot of stress at the beginning. Again, me being their first child, you know, everybody just wants a healthy baby to be born, and I know, again, it was just a lot for them. But again, I just wanted to say that I'm so thankful to be here, and that's why I'm so excited about this YouTube journey. So I could basically kind of share my life with you guys. You guys can get to know who I am. I can get to know you guys. We can build a relationship, and yeah, I'm super excited. It just makes me more excited to bring Ella, our little baby girl, into the world. I mean, you know, it's such a miracle. Honestly, I never really knew, but I thought with my complications that I had when I was born that I wasn't ever going to be able to conceive a child, or I was going to have a lot of difficulties. So it is definitely a miracle in itself that she is in there and she's doing well, and we are going to meet her here in a couple months. So again, and I cannot wait to document that for you guys and share that with you guys. I am so super excited. I mean, I'm going to be documenting the shower. I'm going to be documenting the birth. I'm going to be documenting her first everything, her time at home, her time going places. So just be prepared for that. Again, I am really super excited to share that with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to subscribe, be sure and hit that subscribe button wherever it is here on the screen. I would greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, fabulous day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.